But we were late, so we missed the production. But what is interesting about this small unit here is that it was started by local women with no capital at all, zero. And they brought together recipes from their families, traditional recipes, and they started working for free, and selling things just in order to collect the initial capital to start the business. And gradually this business was increased. And now, if you come to some of the main supermarkets in Athens, for example, you find their products. And it is a model for many women, starting with zero capital. So it was just a small group of 6-7. Πόσες γυναίκες είσαστε?
Είμαστε 5 συνεταιριζόμενες σήμερα.
They started 5 of them, and now there are more, but 5 are the founders. So
Είναι 13 χρόνια.
13 years already, 13 years. And they produce different types of sweets and also some soaking. Yeah. And they have also local production for the community here. Sweets and other things that they don't export to other.
And who is financing the project?
Sorry?
The finance of this project, their own income, or
Yes.
there is somebody?
They started with no capital at all. They started by having the recipes from their families and buying only, at the very beginning, the ingredients and their family ovens. And then with this, with the profit, they started buying their first oven, then a second, and everything else was done by them alone. I think this is an important. We are now already for some time in the Biosphere Reserve.
Ξεκινήσαμε όλα από το σπίτι μας, τα φέρναμε, κανάκια, τις ροδέλες, όλα αυτά, πριν 13 χρόνια. Σιγά σιγά τα φτιάξαμε, μαζεύαμε τα χρήματα, ό,τι φτιάξαμε το φτιάξαμε χωρίς δάνειο. Κάποια στιγμή μπήκαμε σε ένα πρόγραμμα στο Leader, πήραμε κάποια μηχανήματα, τώρα προσπαθούμε ό,τι μπορούμε, όλα χειροποίητα, με αγνά υλικά, χωρίς συντηρητικά, αυτά. Πουλάμε.
Started 13 years ago, bringing even the ingredients and the rest from their homes, using the ovens in their homes. Then they started with a few very basic equipment. Then they obtained some support from the Leader program of the European Union. And they continue to do everything like homemade. With ingredients, checked, very pure, and now they increase their business and they distribute their products also in few supermarkets in Athens and in Thessaloniki.
Το ανακοινήσαμε. Από πίσω έχει ακόμα, αλλά εντάξει, το έχουμε σαν αποθήκη. Αλλά ήταν παλιό σινεμά, δηλαδή όταν πήγαινα εγώ στο σχολείο ήταν εδώ σινεμά. Δεν ξέρω αν το θυμάστε εσείς καθόλου εδώ.
And then they changed it, of course.
Το φτιάξαμε εμείς.
Yeah, it's a very good example and is something that is part and parcel of the Biosphere Reserve. It is within this, and yes.
Label them with some signs that
they promote them.
Okay.
There is not yet a label because we have to decide on that. There is a decision that we have a label. As we explained, we cannot use UNESCO. It will be a label of Asterousia. And there is a discussion now on what the criteria will be.
yeah, different.
When I was looking at the Eggerfeld and the MPA, we had these logos according to the kind of activities, different colors.
Yeah.
And they were part of the
The only issue
brand,
here
let's say.
is that there are already well-established logos in Crete for Cretan projects and Cretan products. So we don't want to, let's say, compete or devaluate existing logos. So we need a little bit. We should not hurry. We need to,
Thank you well.
yes, to think a little bit ahead.
Doesn't have
So-
to be always business label. It can be only a
Services
confirmation
also.
that they are some kind of friends of the biosphere.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
This is a different thing, but also services.
Biosphere reserve, something like this as concept.
There are different ideas. The one, and we may discuss that. The one is also using products of the biosphere reserve, services that are friendly to the environment, products that the ingredients come from outside, but they are manufactured here and there is some. So there are different, types and different interests also. So some the bigger production we had before of similar products comes from here. They use products from the area. Even the carob is from here. It is which is
Marvel's fact. That
which is
really should.
which is more important.
Within the biosphere reserve.
So
So it's even more precious.
this is very important, and perhaps we need a different logo for this kind of.
Or like a path, a map, something that connects the dots, because it's local community living here, producing something with the ingredients from here.
So this is important, and when they export that, they need to have somehow a recognition for that. It is, yes, it is even more than that. Yeah.
It's also very important, Michali, because of the local economy.
Yes, the local economy.
This is
the
most.
and the vision. The vision. They are promoters in a very simple and basic grassroots way of what we are trying. I mean, the whole philosophy is in a way integrated in their small products. So this is important. We don't know yet how we can recognize it properly, but we can.
It's already there, but if I would come to visit the biosphere reserve,
Yes.
maybe the first thing I will do is watching the map and say, okay, I can go here and find the local people producing local products.
You'll see what you see in Capetaniana and Thalori is exactly the same in larger scale for tourism. You have the tourism there, but you have where you have the cheese, the everything, the meat, the milk, everything is produced. Almost everything is produced within the farm and the biosphere reserve. So this is again another example of this kind of approach.